Sonic the Hedgehog 2 final trailer teases an action-packed adventure. The highly anticipated release of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 in theaters on April 8 is quickly approaching. To further excite fans of the speedy blue hedgehog, a final trailer for the film has been released that teases big action, big heart, and big robots. The new movie picks up where the first left off, with Sonic, voiced by Ben Schwartz, living happily in Green Hills with his new friends and trying to prove he has what it takes to be a real superhero. Alongside Schwartz, the sequel sees the return of James Marsden, Tika Sumpter, Adam Pally, Lee Majdoub, and Jim Carrey as the classic Sonic villain Dr. Robotnik. Additionally, Colleen O'Shaughnessy returns as the voice of Tails after appearing in a post-credits scene in the first movie. The sequel adds Natasha Rothwell, Shamar Moore, and Idris Elba as the voice of Knuckles. The trailer begins with a beautiful Hawaiian wedding, which gets interrupted by Tom's, Marsden, phone ringing with a fun Easter egg. The ringtone is the Green Hill Zone theme from the original video game. On the other end of the call is Sonic snowboarding down a mountain being chased by a swarm of robots. Tom then uses one of the portal rings from the first film to give Sonic an escape. From there, the trailer lays down the plot. Dr. Robotnik is back and has found an unlimited energy source, which fans of the game will recognize as a Chaos Emerald, that Sonic and the gang need to get from him or else the world is doomed. Robotnik has also teamed up with Knuckles, an echidna as strong as Sonic is fast. We then see a myriad of action scenes from the film, such as Sonic and Tails fighting a swarm of robots in a temple, Sonic and Knuckles fighting each other as they snowboard down a mountain, and Sonic and Tom running away from a giant robot mech that looks like the one Dr. Robotnik has in the game. The trailer ends with letting fans know that tickets for the movie are now on sale. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is based on the Sega video game franchise. The sequel sees the first film's director Jeff Fowler return to the director's chain with Pat Casey and Josh Miller returning to write the script as well. John Whittington also joined the writing team for the film with the story by Casey and Miller. The sequel has been produced by Neil H. Moritz, Toby Asher, Toru Nakahara, and Hitoshi Akuno. Haruki Satami, Yukio Sugino, Shuji Utsumi, Nan Morales, and Tim Miller serve as executive producers. Get your tickets now and watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2 when it comes to theaters on April 8th. Tokyo Vice trailer shows intense and intimate thriller series. Following the first look image unveiled back in February, HBO Max released today the first trailer for Tokyo Vice, an upcoming action thriller series that is set to premiere in early April. Inspired by a true story, the series starring Ansel Elgort follows a young American journalist, who is sent to chronicle the everyday activities of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police and ends up uncovering shocking information about the Vice Squad and the Yakuza, the Japanese mafia. The trailer reveals Elgort as Jake, an American investigative reporter who ups and moves to the Japanese metropolis once he decides to write about crime in Japan. As any newcomer, he's not taken very seriously by his peers, but things start changing when he decides to get to know the real Tokyo and quickly discovers that his investigation may indeed get very real, and that, of course, includes secrets, death threats and putting his life at risk. The Tokyo Vice trailer also showcases the urban Japanese backdrop, which is a welcome setting for viewers on this side of the planet who are soaked with America's and European-based stories. Considering that renowned film director Michael Mann directs the pilot episode and sets the tone for the series, it's safe to assume he will have no problem making Tokyo itself a character and make us feel like we know the city, just like he did in Miami Vice and Heat. Tokyo Vice is created and written by J.T. Rogers, a playwright who previously adapted his own play Oslo for the screen. Rogers based Tokyo Vice on the memoir of the same name by journalist Jake Adelstein, played by Elgort on screen. Aside from Elgort, The cast of Tokyo Vice also features Academy Award nominees Ken Watanabe, The Last Samurai, and Rinko Kikuchi, Pacific Rim, Uprising, Rachel Keller, FX's Legion, Ella Rumpf, Raw, Hideaki Ito, Lesson of the Evil, Sho Kasamatsu, The Naked Director, and music star Tomohisa Yamashita, The Head. HBO Max premieres the first 3 episodes of Tokyo Vice on April 7th, and 2 episodes will premiere every Thursday after that, all the way through the season finale on April 28th. For Japanese audiences, WoW WoW will debut the first episode of Tokyo Vice in Japan via its streaming service on April 7th, with subsequent episodes recurring every Sunday evening on the WoW WoW channel starting on April 24th through June. New Halo trailer gives an even better look at Paramount Plus's video game adaptation. Following yesterday's world premiere of Halo at South by Southwest, Paramount Plus released today a new trailer that provides a little more insight into what we can expect from Season 1 of the highly anticipated action/sci-fi series. Based on the video game franchise of the same name, Halo follows a 26th century showdown between humanity and an intergalactic threat known as the Covenant. In an effort to win the war, Dr. Halsey, Natasha McElhorn, creates genetically enhanced super soldiers called Spartans to combat the alien force. The series is led by Master Chief Spartan John 117, Pablo Schreiber, the commander of a Spartan unit. Halo is easily one of the most anticipated TV series slated for release this year. Not only is it adapting one of the most beloved video game franchises ever, but it's also fighting years of abysmal video game adaptations. Regardless of how good or bad the series ends up being, fans will undoubtedly have more than enough to discuss. The new trailer showcases even more of the show's high-octane action, as well as some cool character moments for major character Quan, Karen Ha. Interspersed throughout are gorgeous establishing shots of the Expanse universe in which the story is set, breathtaking cityscapes, strange locales. It all looks stunning. Halo is adapted for television by showrunners Kyle Killen and Stephen Kane. Killen created the story for Netflix's Fear Street 1994 and NBC's Awake. Kane is the creator of TNT's The Last Ship and wrote several episodes of The Closer. So, based on the showrunner's previous work and as the new trailer revealed, we can expect thrills, twists and lots of action. And the fun continues before it even begins. Season 2 has already been ordered by Paramount Plus, so the interplanetary war will keep on going for at least an extra year. Halo's cast also features Jen Taylor, Shabana Osmi, Natasha Kulzak, Olive Gray, Bentley Carlu, Kate Kennedy, Charlie Murphy, Bokeem Woodbine, Yerin Ha, and Danny Saponi. Daryl Frank, Justin Falvey, and Steven Spielberg executive produce Halo for Amblin Television. Paramount Plus premieres Halo exclusively on March 24th. Harley Quinn spin-off series starring Kite Man in development at HBO Max. DC has been killing it when it comes to their superhero-centric programming on HBO Max. One of the many highlights has been the Harley Quinn animated series starring Kaylee Cuoco. While fans have been anxiously waiting for the 3rd season for a while now, series co-creator Patrick Schumacher just announced that a spin-off series is in the works at the streamer. The show was announced at South by Southwest during the Not Kidding Around, Warner Brothers Animation, and the reimagining of iconic characters for an adult audience panel. The series is currently titled Noonan's, and would center around Kite Man after he buys Noonan's bar. This is an iconic hangout spot for the criminal underworld in Gotham City, and the location itself first appeared in the Demon Annual in 1993. The bar is named after the hitman Sean Noonan. When talking about the show during the panel, Schumacher said, "He tries to run the bar by himself, but it doesn't turn out so easy. The co-creator would go on to reveal more, saying, "We have Harley and Ivy appear in the first episode, but after that we have with different goons and villains appearing every episode like Lex Luthor and Bane. It will be kind of like Cheers for supervillains." While this has been an idea that has been done to some capacity in the past with the YouTube series The Villain Pub, by Tina Alexander and Daniel Baxter, who are best known for the How It Should Have Ended series, this sounds like an extremely fun concept. The Harley Quinn show has been a hilarious series so far, with endlessly funny meta-commentary, ultra-rated R cartoon violence, and absurdly joyful interpretations of the Batman universe. Whether it is an alcoholic James Gordon, a soft-spoken Bane who no one takes seriously, a thespian-crazed Clayface, or Kite Man who tries so hard to win over the affection of Poison Ivy, the main series has been an absolute riot for DC fans. Kite Man has been through a lot lately, with Poison Ivy calling off their wedding and choosing Harley Quinn over him. Due to this, Kite Man buying the bar might be an emotional response to those sad events. The possibilities are endless with this show, and just imagining all Batman's rogues in a bar drinking while they pass around stories is smile-inducing. With the adult tone of Harley Quinn, it could be a more absurd version of the famous Batman. The animated series episode almost got him. The best parts of the Harley Quinn series have been when our favorite villains were just interacting with each other or making fun of one another. Hearing that will be expanded upon in a Cheers-like environment is great, given how stupidly entertaining all the villains have been so far in the main series. Schumacher also made it clear that Noonan's was in development and things could change, or the show could not even happen. However, with the success of Harley Quinn, it is a safe bet we will see this series in some form. On top of that, when talking about Harley Quinn's upcoming third season, the co-creator said it will be premiering soon. He also teased that there will be a whole episode paying homage to Quinn's first appearance in Teases, and the Suicide Squad director James Gunn will play himself in an episode that will see him hilariously making a movie about Thomas Wayne. Until then, you can rewatch Harley Quinn's first 2 seasons on HBO Max while fans wait for its third season and the potential Kite Man spin-off series. Okay, stay tuned to our channel. I'll be providing you with up-to-date reliable movie news. Enjoy.